Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Justin again with SmartLaptopLifestyle.com, and today I want to talk about the top 4 reasons why I use Linux as an operating system instead of Windows. You might want to consider doing the same thing, and I think after hearing my reasons here, you might contemplate it. Even if you're using your computer for personal reasons, this information should benefit you. I'll also be pointing out the flaws in Windows along the way. That's coming up right now. Alright guys, my number 4 reason for why you should use Linux over Windows is that it is free. Why would you want to pay over $100 for an operating system when you can choose from hundreds, if not thousands of them, for absolutely free? You might think that you didn't pay for your copy of Windows, but computers that come pre-installed with Windows have the price of the operating system worked into it. The total cost of the computer includes the Windows license. A lot of people don't know that, but it's true. In fact, the price for a Windows license generally works out to be about a quarter of the cost of your computer. That's a huge chunk of change if you ask me. In addition, your purchased copy is only legal to use for one install per license for use by one person at a time on only one device. This means that if you have multiple devices in your household, you will need to purchase a copy for each one in order to legally use Windows. This is absolutely not how Linux works at all. You can download it freely, use it on any device, and pass it around to any friends and family 100% legally. It's free to distribute, you can make changes to it, you can do whatever you want with it. It's free and legal. If this information isn't enough to convince you already, keep watching. Reason number 3, it's customizable. Working within a comfortable desktop environment is very important. Setting things up in a way that caters to your specific needs can increase productivity, lower stress, and help you understand your system better. Linux makes this extremely easy with its surplus of distributions and desktop environments. Currently I'm using Ubuntu Mate 16.04, which allows me to customize themes, add or remove items from the panel, change the desktop environment on the fly, customize backgrounds, fonts, interfaces, icons, window managers, and much more. And this is only one flavor of Linux. You simply can't get anywhere near this level of customization with Windows. The environment Microsoft chooses for you is what you are stuck with, unfortunately. Reason number 2, and this is a big one, lack of viruses. When running an online business from a laptop, it's important to keep the health of your computer in tip-top condition. This is hard to do when things like viruses, worms, Trojan horses, and spyware make their way into your system. Thankfully, Linux has little to no issues with malware. In fact, a vast majority of Linux users don't even use an antivirus program, and that includes me. If you're a Windows user, this might sound like a ludicrous claim, but hold up for a second, just let me explain. Since the code for Linux is open source, anyone in the world can view it. More eyes on the code make less security flaws. There are thousands of people studying the code on any given day, which means that any potential issues are discovered and patched quickly. This usually happens within a day, and sometimes it only takes mere hours. This gives hackers very little motivation to try and exploit such an ever-changing system. Windows takes months to do this. Sometimes they take years to patch vulnerabilities. Sometimes Microsoft never even gets around to fixing them, period. Even if someone did decide to write a virus for Linux, it would still have crazy difficulty penetrating the system because of the Linux authorization system. In Windows, you and the programs that you use usually have administration rights to make changes to the system. Now with Linux, this is not the case at all. Whenever a user or program needs to make changes to the system, it requires an authorization passcode. Without this passcode, attacks get stopped dead in their tracks. I'm sure you can start to see now why hackers prefer to attack Windows computers. They are extremely susceptible and accessible. Honestly, there's a lot more reasons why Linux doesn't get viruses too, but for brevity purposes, I think we'll move on to the number 1 reason why I use Linux instead of Windows. The number one reason I use Linux instead of Windows for my computers, it's private. If you're running a business on your computer, chances are that you have sensitive information stored on it that you don't want anyone to see. Even if you're not using your computer for business, privacy should still be of great importance to you. After all, who likes to be spied on? Linux is leagues more private than Windows from the get-go. First off, you don't need to register for anything in order to use it. From the moment you register with Windows, they begin building a profile on you. I don't know about you, but I'd rather not have people that I don't even know start paying attention to what I'm doing. Furthermore, since Windows software is proprietary, the code is not viewable to the public. This means they can insert anything into the code that they want without you knowing, and they do. Windows software has backdoors in it, meaning that they can have a way to access your computer by way of unconventional means. Now, what I mean by unconventional means, meaning any other way besides turning your computer on and booting it up. This is a security risk because it makes your system more vulnerable to threats, and it means that Windows can walk in and out of your system legally and unimpeded. They also have full rights to execute code on your machine without you knowing, and they will routinely collect, use, and disclose information that they gather on you. You did read the terms and services, didn't you? Privacy is extremely important, especially in a time where cyber threats are an ever-present danger. I've taken the steps necessary for me to minimize the inherent risks of computer operation, and I hope that you will think about these things too. Linux is not perfect, but once I weighed the pros and cons of each operating system, the choice for me was clear. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss new content. Take care and have a great day.